Hello and welcome back to another edition of Talking Quack and Smack with TC Duck Club. Boy, do we have a star-studded cast today. Over here to my far right, we've got Shane Givens, Randy Tucker, and a guy dressed like Laney Wilson. So without further ado, y'all get your popcorn ready because it's going to be a good one today, I can promise you.
I just got to say one thing. I look around, see this many members of my family. I'm just hoping this isn't an intervention. Please tell me it's not, because I ain't going to no meetings today.
Well, the thing about it is you choose your friends, not your family, so here we are. You know?
Everybody, I don't know. This is maybe the first time that we've all sat down together. Like, you're my second, third cousin on one side, and you're the second, third cousin on the other side.
Well, normally when
we see each other at reunions.
Normally when me and you sit down and talk, it's in a courtroom.
Yeah, that's true.
He's usually getting paid.
That's true.
That is Alabama. Yeah. You know, that
People always will
now
tell
it goes
me.
up and twist.
People always think that for some reason the three of us are just huge, but I mean, I'm not.
I don't think I am. But
I don't.
know.
I mean,
It depends on what special guest
I think that's just
Well, in the spirit of being honest, I am.
You
That's
guys
kind of what I'm saying.
are definitely a little bit different when you're all three together.
Well,
We're busy. We're workaholic.
Yeah,
Let me tell you Randy, if I ever told you the first joke that I can remember Jai telling me. Have I told you this? Really? You were little. I don't know how little. I mean, I was too. I'm what, 6, 7 years older than you?
Mm-hmm.
But I had on some Lee jeans, and this is back in the 80s. I don't know if they make Lee jeans anymore, but they were very popular at the time. And so I had some Lee jeans on, I guess. I don't know. Mama must have got them. I must have been at the Dollar Tree by mistake. And he said, "That's some Lee jeans you got there?" I'm like, yeah. He's like, "Man, I wish I had me a pair of Lee jeans." I was like, I mean, they're nice, I guess. He's like, went and asked my mama if I could have some Lee jeans the other day, and she said, no, they're too expensive. And I told her everybody I knew, including you, got Lee jeans. And she said, "All your friends jump off a cliff. You gonna just jump after them?" And I said, "No, I'm gonna go down to the bottom. I'm gonna get their Lee jeans." Do you remember that? I mean, you might be 6, 7 years old. I don't know. I was like, wow. If we had been the same size, I'd have just took them off and give them to you.
If they didn't work, I'd make them short. Oh, man. So here we are, TC Duck Club headquarters.
How did I get invited on a hunting podcast?
well, it's not really a hunting podcast. It's more,
Okay.
I mean, well, I guess it is in the age. You know, we're a chameleon. You know, we're like chameleons. We kind of blend in with everybody, and I feel like I can communicate with about anybody. We've been all over the country. We've been to South Africa. We've been a little bit of everywhere, and you know, part of going through life and being a grown up, I guess, is communication. And I really enjoy the communicating and talking to different people and seeing the different parts of the country and this and that. So we called it Talking Quack and Smack, and you know,
I heard that. That's clever.
well, yeah, it rhymes and everything. And
I had some guitars. We're about to make a song right here, Lady Wilson style.
I need to. I can write you up an intro song.
Yeah. Shane to get on the keys. We'll be set.
so when it comes to talking quack, you know, I figure, you know, we're equipped to do that. But talking smack, I figured, you know, flipping through the phone, y'all were as good as anybody.
Man, Shane got that.
I can talk about a quack. I went duck hunting one time.
Tell us about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you Latham? We've been friends since preschool, and we were young, and he wanted me to go duck hunting with him. And I, had to get outfitted from his house,
Had to borrow the clothes.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we don't. Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, they're all just shitty. I mean, just falling apart. Latham's had all kind of money and
Mothballs.
wouldn't spend it. But So I got me some waders on, and it was cold, and we went. Of course, the waders had holes in them, and so I'm getting wet, and we're sitting there, and Hubie's beside me, freezing, wet,
dark,
overcast when the sun did come up. And I said, "You got to get me the hell out of here." He's like, "Man, we ain't even seen no ducks yet." I said, "I don't give a damn." He said, "Well, you got to be quiet." And I said, "You've been blowing that thing in my ear for hours." It's like a New Year's over here. I thought I was at a New Year's party. It's like one of them rattlers. One of the loudest thing I've ever heard. What do you mean, be quiet?
He said, "You scared all the ducks."
Don't you ever bring me on another trip like that.
We just got back from a hunt down at my brother's place.
Oh, yeah. Where's, is he in Hunt? I thought he was in
like Selma area.
Oh,
So it's right off 65, and I said, well, I guess...
This is a deer hunt or duck hunt?
This was a deer hunt. And so we go down there, and of course we don't go to hunt. Yeah. That's just an excuse. And I said, well, I guess I'll get in the woods. We go out there and hunt.
Put a little time in.
Somebody take a picture of me in my camo so they don't complain back home. I don't need to hear any more stuff when I get there because I'm going to be tired. And so we get out there. And we've been hunting all this fancy stuff. I said, hey, let's go sit out in the woods and like try to kill something. That's what we're here for, right? I mean, besides my liver, I think let's go out here and just do something. So we get out there, and he puts me in this janky stand. And I'm sitting there, and I was like, oh, this was a dumb idea. Yeah. It's cold, wind's blowing. I got no phone service, which is detrimental to the hunt. I mean, like, I can hunt for a long time if that cell phone works and them AirPods. Especially if I know where the game cameras are. They ain't on me. So long short of it, old deer come out. I said, look at him chasing them does. Yeah. Boom! I shot him. Phone fell off. Pants was at my ankles. Everything was nuts, and I just Superman that deer. And everybody said, what's that, man? I said, I hit him. He goes, ooh. Fell right over like his flesh. Shot him right in the spine. Wow. That was about it for hunting. I don't think I'm going to get until next year.
He was the only one that shot one. Yeah. Somebody else wanted to shoot him. They knew what it was.
So did you buy into the whole? Did you have camouflage on, or?
Honestly, I did to start, but it was so hot. I took my shirt off, and I was sitting up there. And I tell you what, we went to Hooters that day for lunch. I'm gonna give Hooters a plug. If you ever,
they're really nice wings.
Got into the food, it's phenomenal. And I mean, there's something about it. Them big bucks just love the smell of that mild sauce, cause I didn't shower while I was down there. And we next year eating these wings.
No use in that.
And here they came. So that was it. That's about the last time I went hunting. But I'm looking forward to getting it again.
Well, not everybody is a hunter,
yeah,
and it's just what we do, and when I went to UAB, my roommate was from Louisiana, a little town called Slidell, Louisiana, and he had never been much of a hunter, and we went up to Granny Boots' place. Mm-hmm. All right, so this is like over Christmas, he's gonna come up here and he's gonna go deer hunting, and then we're gonna go down to his place and hang out with his parents and go to, New Orleans.
Like original Mardi Gras type stuff.
Oh yeah. So anyway, we're going, and we're gonna go over to Granny Boots and go deer hunting. So anyway, we get him outfitted, kind of like what you're talking about. He didn't have nothing, Mm-hmm. So we're gonna have a little fun with him, and we get him all, put in the truck and everything, and this 4-day light. Me and my daddy's in there. And we're riding in that old Ford Expedition, mm-hmm. And we pull up, and we're getting there, and we just hop out, and I just hand him. I said, "Here, man, make sure you put some of that on your face." And it was the little paint kit, where you put the war paint on your face and everything. So, of course course, he starts just man. He starts globbing this stuff on, and he looks like a cast member off Dances with the Wolves. So, and I won't call his name because I hope he's listening in. And this is pretty funny. But
you can name drop it. It's Sam Hunt. you just waiting on one of us to say it. Skyler's buddy was Sam Hunt. So we ain't heard that before.
We're picking at him. We're picking at him a little bit, and me and Daddy's just sitting there, kind of between the vehicles, and we're all just sitting around talking right there on the side of the road, and we get our flashlights and everything. And my dad's not much of a walker, he's not into calisthenics,
Not much of a, did you say a walker?
Yeah, he's not gonna walk anywhere.
He liked to talk. The walking wasn't much of it.
No,
you'd have to go over to him and listen.
But I don't know anybody that's built like a microwave that really likes to do a lot of walking. So anyway, he's going to just ride the four-wheeler down there like within 50 yards of his stand, just get off, and just kind of ease on up in there. Well, me and Donnie's going to walk up. Well, I just dropped his name.
Donnie.
Me and old Donnie's going to walk up in the dark, hug the edge of like the rim of the mountain, and walk up in the thick of things. Yeah. Just kind of spread out. He's going to hunt one side, I'm going to hunt the other, and we're going to get the job done. So anyway, my dad takes off on the four-wheeler, and me and Donnie take off walking. We get up through there, and Donnie is petrified, because he's not a hunter. Like he's from downtown, like city folks.
Yeah.
So anyway, Donnie gets up through there, and he's walking down through there, and Donnie's just doing this, shining his flashlight all on the ground. He said, I walked back. I said, Donnie, what are you doing, man? He said, what done all this? I said, a bush hog, man. Come on.
A lawnmower.
Yeah.
John Deere.
he's doing this. I said, Donnie, what in the hell are you doing? He said, man, what done all this? I said, a bush hog, man. Come on. He said, hell with them deer. I'm going to stay here and kill these hogs. Like, he was serious as a heart attack. Like, he was serious as a dang heart attack.
I love it.
Didn't want to tell that story.
I love that Donnie was in blackface out there.
So, we talked about Logan, and Logan's not here. So, there's nothing better than small town drama talking about somebody behind their back. What was it like raising these two?
Wow. But
No, Logan was great. Logan's really low key and not really gonna get in trouble a lot.
You're forgetting I know Logan.
Logan was the best one of
the good part about
comparatively.
I said right here. We didn't drive up here today.
you actually have to ask the mama that because Daddy had to go work, so I missed a lot of it.
Now,
she was in control.
We want to get Janet on here and ask her what it's like raising you.
Oh, that was easy. I was gone.
Well, absence makes the heart grow fonder, I guess.
Exactly.
That's when me and my wife get along the best. When I'm
when
not
you're gone.
around.
Yeah.
You and that ex one don't get along. Y'all way off from each other.
Point taken.
Hey, that's your law. You're saying that.
Yeah.
I mean, unless things have changed, I guess y'all still not.
You're gonna find this hard to believe, but it's still somewhat of a rocky road.
Touch and go after these years.
Like sand through the hourglass. So are the days of our lives.
Y'all get back together when your son gets married. Sit together.
Just hold hands.
I hope it's a big venue and it's outside. Cause I got a sneaking suspicion, we won't be anywhere close to each other.
The lock is shot.
Just come in.
Come right out of it. Like a Laney Wilson joke. Just comes out. Oh, man. So what else is everybody up to these days?
Man,
Y'all killed them all. Y'all killed so many ducks. It's just crazy.
and everybody says that. I mean, we we had a pretty good duck season, but everybody's asking us, where are you killing all these ducks at? And when we finally started posting pictures, because we had never done it, if you got a good place to hunt,
you can't tell.
You don't tell nobody.
You can't tell that.
So when we started talking about kind of advertising or whatever, everybody thought we was photoshopping all that stuff, because.
I thought the drone video, I couldn't believe it was that many ducks.
Well, you don't see that many ducks, even out on the lake. You just don't see that many ducks around here. You see the geese, but you don't see the ducks.
Oh, my seawall's a dadgum. It's evidence of the dadgum geese around here. I mean, it's like a landmine with goose turds all the way around the whole property. It's awful.
My house, you never see a duck.
No,
duck never in the water.
And the greatest thing about hunting where we hunt, it's not very far from
I'd say it'd be the ducks. That is a bystander.
Well, but the reason that they're there, I live here on the lake, and you live on the lake, and we were all raised here on the lake. And the greatest thing about duck hunting, where we duck hunt, is it never fails. I can see one of the main boat ramps from my house. So we judge what kind of morning it's going to be based on how many mud motors and duck boats are over here at the state docks. So if there's a bunch of folks over there, they're blowing them off the dadgum lake, and they just come over there and sat over there and sat in that cornfield all day, and they get tame, if you will. They don't see anybody. They don't get pressured. They just kind of sit there and hang out. But not to go down the old proverbial rabbit hole or anything, but how does somebody from Georgia deer hunt in Selma, Alabama?
Well, I just slay big deer. It's brown, it's down. I'm there to kill. I ain't there to hunt. It's drinking and killing. It's a massacre.
You trying to get on?
He's the only one that shot anything. We all saw bucks. We didn't shoot them, but he did. He shot him.
Of course I shot him. I got tired of sitting out there and listening to
Jai's campaigning to be on Trump's cabinet, right?
yeah. Hey, just a side note, I don't know if everybody knows out there, Daytona 500 was on a minute ago. Mm-hmm. The Beast did a couple laps around. I was hoping we was just going to watch 500 miles. I loved it. But anyway, years ago out here, there's some woods out here that are flat. And I was with a bunch of people that a lot of people would know sitting here, and I don't want to say their names.
And they were kids. They were young guys.
Young. And I was riding around with a cooler full of beer. My little brother says, hey, they're out there shooting doves. I said, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Let me go drop you off, and I'm going to go do something real fun. And I got out there, and man, this sounded like the Battle of Bunker Hill. I mean, there was shots going everywhere. It wasn't even Gettysburg. It's a more violent one. And so I walked out there, and I said, well, damn, boy, hand me that gun. Let me just see. And the damn dove were just laying there at the end of the barrel. I was like, this is fun.
They were sitting on the gun.
Yeah, just sitting there. And everybody said, Jack, that white shirt and them orange umbros are not camouflage. So I just skinned off.
You took your shirt off?
Oh, that's that.
Yeah. Gym shorts.
I like to hunt without shirts based off the
what? All right,
yeah, 170's got tank top confidence here. I mean, me and you can't wear tank tops to go around shirts.
Orange umbros and a white tank top. What is the footwear of choice with this particular outfit?
At the time, I think it was flip-flops.
Well, that goes with Lee jeans, too.
That's what I wear. So, boy, about that time, there's a guy over there. We all know he's crying. He done got shot in the eye. But nobody's stopping. And I got old stick in my pocket. Here comes the game warden. I said, oh, no. Next thing you know, we start taking that gun apart like we was just engineers, like we had made the damn thing for Remington. I said, I got to have a plug in here. It's definitely unfair how I'm shooting. And those 3 extra shells just made all the difference.
I think it's unfair, like before that.
I mean, I'm shirtless. They was just coming to it. So next thing you know, hey, he's yelling like hell at me. He goes, you need to crawl under there. I'd already hid something. He goes, looks like you might be over the limit. Thank God he didn't see all them silver bullets.
Hey, what do you say?
I a ton of them buried up.
You say I've only had 2.
I thought the limit was 12.
I've only had 2 officers.
And the long story short is that old son gun. He's sitting there giving me what for? Call me Captain America. And everybody out there is going to watch this that knows because there's a lot of people that was in this film. And he said, yeah, we got Captain America because I had on USA underwear. I sag a little bit. You know, it seemed like the 90s, seemed like the thing to do. And so next thing I know, he's just yelling at me. And I was like, like, I heard you. And
You should have got your guitar out and played him something, Stevie Ray.
I wonder if he's a Laney Wilson fan.
I was going to hit it. If I knew one of her songs, I'd sing it. But I don't know.
No, I was trying to do a Stevie Ray Vaughan joke on him. You know, the Laney Wilson. He kind of looks like Stevie Ray right now too.
There's discrepancies here. I'll just be honest. I was told that the game warden walked out, and Jai said, "I'm not hunting." He had no doves.
We had a broken down Remington in front of him.
I don't know.
I just stumbled upon this. I don't know who's
The game warden said, "Okay, son, we believe you," and they walk off.
How could I have been hunting?
Josh said, "This looks easy," and he has no shirt on. He said, "I'm here just getting a suntan."
You know, if meth had been a thing back then, everybody would have been like, "Well, here's one."
An hour and a half later,
Orange short, no shirt,
and a few drinks, Jai grabs a gun and he shoots. I don't know if it was at a hawk or at a dove.
I did not shoot at that.
But he shot. He shot.
No, I shot the dove.
Well, here comes the game warden and said, "You know what? You lied to us."
You hunt. I was like, hope you took a video. Because I'm slaying these things without a shirt on. This might go in a magazine.
Send me a copy of that.
And they give him a ticket.
Well, while they was giving me the ticket,
Y'all should have chucked your guns up, guys.
Ain't nothing left to kill.
It's a massacre.
There was a guy sitting out in the middle of the field. Now, keep in mind, I got one old boy over there crying because shot hit him in the eye. And
But he wasn't hurt.
That's probably legitimate. I mean,
That's true.
you're kind of brushing that off, but it sounds legitimate.
I mean, it was bleeding.
You said, you said his little crying got shot in his eye.
Is he blind today?
I don't know. I never saw him again.
He ain't seen you again either.
Probably a good thing. Good one. He ain't seen you again either.
If he did, it was like this.
Just got a little bird shot in his eye.
The guy's name wasn't Stevie Ray Vaughan, was
Oh,
it?
no, y'all, if I said the name, y'all all know it. You'd all laugh your asses off, but I can't do it. I'd have to call him before I told him. Or send him a letter in Braille.
So the guy, did you get the ticket?
You got the ticket.
Well, while I was getting the ticket, this is when it got crazy. It's got to heat off me because this guy making fun of me. So I'm over there, just on the side of the highway, and he's yelling at me. I was like, all right. About that time, I was a young kid out there in the field, and a damn hawk flew over. And I was like, oh, surely they won't think that's a dove. And all you hear is, bow, bow, bow. And all the attention went there. And I was like, whoa. And I started kind of slow walking back to the truck. I got my ticket. I'll see y'all later. They cuffed him up, told him they'd take him. But you can't do that. You shouldn't have done it. He was a young kid. He was somebody's brother that was there. But at the end of the day, he got him up the courthouse here in Center. And I made a joke because I knew the judge. He wasn't really laughing at all.
Really? Who was the judge?
It was Judge Kelsey, John Boy Rocking in the Morning. Mm-hmm. Great friend, wonderful judge, great, fair. We need more.
An even better radio DJ.
Coming in live.
AM radio, fantastic.
What was that, 560?
You know it.
Shit.
Oh, I don't know.
It's right there.
I don't know what it was either. That's been a while back.
But yeah, so after the fine, which back then I was just rich. So my dad gave me a couple bucks to pay it. Then I had to buy a lifetime hunting license. And boy, they hurt the animal population in Alabama ever since then. I might go hunt after this. And that's how that happened.
You got a lifetime hunting license?
No.
You got one?
Me?
Yeah.
No, why?
Man, I remember when I was 12 years old. I forget you don't hunt, but
Well, I went out with Eddie one time and I was stabbing ants with my knife he got me. And
I can appreciate
I'm a little
that.
pop,
I would
pop,
believe
pop,
that.
pop, pop, pop. He's over there.
Be quiet. you was more into music. You was more into music.
My dumbass head just like, why?
You know, it's like they say, be real still. He's out there an animal.
And walk down there and he's like,
How can you hunt?
bear, killing ants. I was like, and I think I said, I mean, look, this is me all my life. I was like, I mean, we're going to have to eat something.
You want to cook? It's time to cook.
We'll throw these in some chocolate.
I don't see you killing nothing. We got to eat something.
you know, you talk about lifetime hunting license, and I guess going to, you probably remember this. I know Randy will. And you had my dad in class, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Dad.
my dad was just an outdoorsman. He just, and really, to tell you the truth, he really liked people better than he liked hunting. And you know, anytime there was a crowd, you know, he was around. But the one that, you know, that just really stirred the pot was anytime you got my dad and my granddaddy together. So I just remember we had got this school bus. You know where this is going. Mm-hmm. We got this school bus from the school bus auction up here.
There's a lot of questions I got. Like, how old were you?
I was probably elementary school, probably.
But your dad was getting it, I guess. Or...
Yeah, my dad was. Yeah, me and my dad go to an auction up here. That the
I guess my real question is, how do you wind up at a school bus auction?
Well, you know,
That seems like a pedophile.
It just
Sounds like his dad was looking for something.
My dad.
It had to have been the school bus / panel van.
My dad never turns down anything. Like
Candy supply
if
store.
you've got it and it don't work, he looks at it like he can fix it, or like we had a little bit of everything. But anyway, we were broke. My parents were divorced, and you know, we didn't have no money, and we were in this hunting club. So you got to kind of let your imagination run wild. So
it's mine's really wow.
well, this is a good.
I still can't fit a school bus in it.
He's getting the school bus.
So
this is quite possibly the most interesting thing I've heard you say.
I mean, where's the bus now?
Like I'm on the edge of my seat. How do you work?
You need to go ahead and move up to the school bus.
all right, so we go to the school bus auction. My dad's a teacher, and he knew that they were having it. And anytime that
I'm sure it's in the bulletin.
anytime that there's
Don't forget. Next Sunday.
School bus auction.
I don't know who I'm talking to. I know y'all not gonna forget.
so
Get this kid hauler.
so we win the bid.
Please tell me you hauled it up in a tree and made a deer stand down
There ain't no tree gonna hold the bus.
there. Every time
Not
you
full of kids.
Every time you shoot one, you gotta go.
We win.
That's good. Man, I'll give you that.
All right, I'm sorry.
The cameraman's back here, his eyes are watering.
I'm sorry. I gotta know where the school bus.
So we get the school bus commandeered.
Yeah.
And we win the bid or whatever. And my dad.
If you go to a school bus auction, you know what you went to buy? A school bus. So that's
Yeah, we were there.
Tracks.
So we got it. We get the school bus, and it was like it was like a summertime project. You know, every afternoon we'd go and do something on the bus. The bus ran and everything, but it's stick shift, you know, and we tore everything completely out of the school bus. And my dad starts building these bunk beds and like a kitchen, and I just remember we had a 5-gallon bucket. We made a motor home or a camp house out of the school bus, and it had a 5-gallon bucket full of water that would just gravity feed into the sink. So anyway, I mean it was like one of my fondest childhood memories because we got to paint it. It was my first experience, you know, getting to rattle can, you know, spray paint something. So anyway, we're proud of this thing. You know? It's like a redneck Riviera. Like we're gonna drive it. So
It's
anyway,
like a motorhome.
like a motorhome. So we drive it all the way up to Galesville, and we're up there, and everybody's just standing.
All the way up to Galesville.
There's where you get compliments on your school bus house.
Hey, that's the reason they drove it up to Galesville.
He went to community up there.
Smart thinking, Ricky. You don't drive that through downtown.
I'm going where I'm accepted.
You drive right down to Galesville and parade that through town.
So we
Throwing beads out there.
We get him in his orange shorts, no shirt, and boy, it's gonna be like home.
Well, he was there.
That's where I still live to this day.
You ain't gotta tell us.
So we get it to Galesville, and we're all just kind of sitting back, and this is probably.
Wait, did you take it to Galesville to hunt?
Yeah, we're gonna sleep in it. It's like a motorhome.
But you only live like 5 miles.
Well, you gotta have a cabin on your hunting club.
Remember, you don't care about hunting. You don't know anything about hunting.
Like you go up there and you
don't like
you
that.
do manly things. Sit around,
Manly thing.
you don't take a bath all weekend, that kind of stuff. So we get up there, and this is like July. So we're like planting green fields, and we put the bus there, and we just kind of forget about it. It's there, whatever, and then rock around. Rifle season, opening weekend of rifle season. My dad picks me up from the elementary school. We get in a red Aerostar van. You remember the old ice cream salesman van? With the motor in between the seats. That way, whenever you get hit by oncoming traffic, everybody in the car just dies.
It just incinerates.
Yeah,
So-
you just like hope everybody, the other car's okay.
Let's just all cremate each other right
Before we get
now.
out, let's pray for the other vehicle.
So me and
Put flowers on.
If you get out.
me and my dad and my granddad,
Who was it?
Harold Jean.
Okay.
We're going to Galesville, and they're all up there, and we have a little wood heater with stovepipe coming right out of one of the windows, just kind of taped up to the thing, to heat the bus up.
We can keep them alive.
Yeah, sure.
So we're sitting there, and we're just kind of hanging out, like you do at hunting camps or whatever, and it gets a little darker, and we're gonna turn in for the night. My granddad's got a peg leg, so if you ever seen an old school peg leg, it was amputated right below the knee, so it sets it in there, and you tie it on. That thing.
It's old school.
I mean, it's old school, and he's probably in his mid-70s at this time.
But he can get around good.
And
No problem.
I mean, he could get around good as long as the leg was on. But
Well, yeah, I mean,
I mean, he wasn't jumping hurdles.
So we get in there and we get stretched out, and about the time everybody gets good and asleep, that wood heater, you've been around wood heaters, you stock it full of wood or whatever, and it lasts all night. Well, we sit in there and we get good and asleep, and about the time everybody gets good and asleep, everybody just starts screaming and yelling. And the wasp had built up in the bus, up in the rack, up in the insulation, and the heat rises, and those wasps ate us alive.
Wow.
Ate us alive.
I never went back in the bus.
Look, I just remember my granddaddy just rolling out of that wooden bunk bed and just army crawling out of there.
Wow.
And he's standing there in a pair of whitey tighties and a long john, just sitting
Swinging
outside.
that leg around, trying to hit him.
Look, I'm
Like a
telling you.
tennis racket.
That's
Calm down over there.
that's how we hunted when I was a little kid.
That's how it was.
Well, I don't know how I didn't get into that. Boy, I'm telling
you
you,
understand why you
but
don't
if somebody had presented it to me like that, Jesus,
You'd been all in.
where were you 40 years ago?
We can still go get the school bus.
Stay in a school bus with an open fire and wasps.
There's worse things.
There's worse things.
No, I'm gonna
At least
think
you're out
about
there
it.
with nature. And it's fun. You got good memories of it. You remember it all.
Oh, I don't know if they're good memories. They're memories. I mean, you don't forget that.
Well, that's something you probably didn't think about at the time, but you could enter that in the Christmas parade. It would fit right in, right?
Well, the Rock Run Christmas Parade for sure. Have y'all ever been to that?
I actually wanted to go to it this year, but I couldn't get the rest of my clan together.
The Rock
to
Run
go.
Christmas Parade is one of the 7 wonders of the world.
This is 8.
This is 8. like it's the coolest thing ever. Like you never know what you're gonna see at the Rock Run Christmas.
I mean, they just put floats and stuff.
No. It's not like you're normal.
I mean, I've heard of it. I've never.
Like if you've never been, like, and we're gonna plug that right now. If you've never been to the Rock Run Christmas Parade,
We want to spot Grand Marshal this year.
I think we should.
Get a bus.
We could get the bus back up.
Kids.
I know how to build a bunk bed. I'm an ag teacher,
Yeah.
PE teacher.
See, I didn't know you were a big hunter.
I'm not.
Because when we lived
Well,
together,
he is a hunter.
He'd hunt that. He'd hunt
I
that
hunt
whitetail
whitetails
for
year
sure.
round. I got the hat in the truck that I was gonna wear. Yeah, I'm not.
He
much.
moved in with me and Hubie for a while in Birmingham. Why did you do? What were you doing? Like you had to? We was working or
An
it was
internship
temporary
or something. Yeah. Just something for the summer
And
when I was at college.
bringing home a different woman every night, you know. And,
It was fun. I
Y'all
love
taught
that
him
man.
well.
oh, I didn't.
No,
it wasn't fun for me and Hubert.
No way.
I mean, we're there watching Andy Griffith.
Yeah, they had glasses
you
up
know,
to
he
the
comes
door.
in with, he come in with some, 10.
Some lady
Yo,
in the
what's up? What's up?
Oh, same old.
You know how we do. We know how we do. Goes down to the basement, and I'm like, shit, there goes, and I wonder if the other one's cleared out. This has got a recipe for uncomfortability.
We was just running about.
You're telling me.
Yeah.
Well, we go out to the garage. Well, it was fun, but that was back years.
Yeah.
many
Nobody was getting that kind of action, but Jai, that's for sure. It's kind of, it's fun if you're in it. If you're just watching it, you're like, well, this sucks. Hey, how about sparing one for me and Hubie every now and then, or bringing a couple more home with you. If you got this much luck with it, I mean, shoot.
See, I needed that school
Bring home
bus.
the crew. Yeah, I wish we didn't know about this school bus. They'd have jumped right on there. What a old school bus with bunk beds in it? Sure, Daddy.
Sure, Daddy.
Well, let me get some more of my girlfriends, and we'll be right there. But one morning, this is early in the morning, and Hubie and I had of course watched Andy Griffith and went to bed on a Saturday night.
Read the
I'm
Bible
sure.
verses before, said the
nothing
prayers.
going on. And Jai had slipped in, but we take anybody in. And Chris was one of them. It's like, man, Chris, you had and that's what me and Jai said. We're gonna do an intervention on him.
Yeah, we intervened, and it
We gotta
didn't
talk
work.
to Chris.
Probably would have worked.
He had he was the only dumbass I think in the world that's got a Guns N' Roses tattoo on his chest.
Not me.
Oh, the Chris guy. We gotta see this.
This Chris guy had Guns N' Roses tattoo on his chest, and he'd have his shirt off. First time I saw it, I was like, man, I bet you thought that was gonna last forever, didn't you?
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That's the commitment right there. It's like when you got that, because this is like in 2001 or 2, whatever. But,
Yeah, it was over.
Guns N' Roses.
They was gone.
There wasn't no
They were-
comeback tour, no nothing. I said, I thought about getting Ben 4-5, but I didn't know if that's going to make it.
I got Sister Hazel on the
He was
bed.
like, man, Guns N' Roses are awesome. I'm like, man, but you know. come
We're
on.
not disputing.
I said,
that. They're awesome.
I got a band. Would you put it? Giving the
Shane
band right here.
Gibbons band fullback.
Fullback tattoo.
We're gonna be a full back tattoo.
Just
I wonder what Chris is doing right now. I bet he's not in a. I don't know. I hope he's doing well, but I doubt it.
Where's he from?
We don't know. I don't know. It's
I just hope he quit cleaning.
Me and Hubie brought roommates in there like Jai brought women. We didn't ask no questions. We didn't ask no questions.
And none of his women cleaned.
Yeah. They paid us and then they left.
People we live with had a Bowflex. You remember Bowflex?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I tell you what a Bowflex is good for. Hanging clothes. Hang them on.
He was the first person to thank God the internet wasn't around when Hubie was there, because he'd buy anything off the television. He got him a gazelle one time.
I took a sale. That little dude, you know that little dude with the ponytail?
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, I know.
I
Exactly.
come home and he's over there.
And it's like, you're running out of shit to hang clothes on, dog.
I hope you kept the box, because I'm keeping that stupid machine.
Yeah, that Tony Little was running on.
Oh, he was doing Billy Blank's Tybo too.
Y'all didn't go into the Total Gym with Walker Texas Ranger?
I mean, if I was going to buy anything, it'd be from
No,
Chuck
yeah,
Norris.
the one that was just your body.
Yeah,
Total
Total
Gym.
Gym. Yeah, we had Total
Oh,
Gym.
Hubie had all of it.
Yeah.
Hubie had all of it.
Speed bags.
Speed bag.
I mean, I couldn't even walk out of
But
my
he used none of
closet.
No, I'm like, you running a MMA group down here?
Well, I guess that'll just about do it for another episode of Talking Quack and Smack with TC Duck Club. And as you can tell, there's been a lot of smack talking going on with this group. But thanks a lot for y'all coming on.
Hey, thanks for having me.